So a while ago, we made a video saying that if Lesotho invades South Africa based on the annexation of like the Free State and KZN because of like the Zulus destroying everyone back in 1821, a lot of people said to us, "Oh, we don't have to worry about Lesotho. The SANDF is more than capable to prevent Lesotho from overtaking and annexing the territory of South Africa." Well, according to the latest results and latest news concerning the SANDF, it appears that the experts have decided that they can't even defend power plants from terrorists, let alone anything else. So, Byron, what do you think of this? First of all, for context, they kicked out the white guy from Eskom, the Rater, and then as soon as he left, they said the SANDF will protect the power plants where all the mess occurs, i.e. the terrorism where people break in and break it down on purpose, which leads to our load shedding situation. So that happened. And everyone's like, yeah, SANDF protecting power plants, but now it appears that they actually cannot.
Yeah, so it was peculiar, the timing about sending SANDF into there to protect the bloody places, because directors have been asking for this for a while. In fact, so has DA. They've also said, obviously, that the amount of sabotage that's going on at the plants, a lot of it seems to be coordinated and is leading, obviously, to load shedding. And would you know it, they got rid of the waka, and they were like, haha, Whitey's gone, we can blame him now. And they were like, oh, but we're going to have to blame ourselves. And they were like, oh, shit, send in the army. So they sent in the army to protect these places, and everybody, including the DA, were like, yay! And as we always say on this channel, let's not forget, this is the same army that went to Durban, didn't get fed, lost all their ammunition, forgot where they parked their cars, lost all their guns, and ended up going, hey, guys, we're out of here. You're on your own. So whenever we see them get employed to key infrastructure, we think, well, that's not going to last long. And yet again, Morning Shot has proved to be correct, because the news now out is that, well, apparently the SADF can't look after like 8 little power stations in the country, and they don't have the resources.
Yeah, so basically, I mean, the experts do say that, they can provide physical security, like a security guards. Like if someone tried to plant a bomb in there, right, they could stop them. Thank goodness. I mean, I think we are so happy that that's a possibility.
Oh, fuck this shit, man. Who cares? You know what the SADF need to do? They need to subcontract to ADT. That's what they need to do. They're like, guys, we can't look after the power station. We need you to come in and give us a security guard. Syrah grade E, that's all we need. Don't worry about the AKs. Don't worry about the R4s. Just come through with the security guard. Like, fucking love it.
Welcome to Africa. So basically, if you wanted real security per power stations, you'll need at least 40 soldiers per power stations, and there are how many hundreds of power stations? There's quite a few. The problem is the SANDF doesn't have that many people to protect power stations, so the army. That's right. That's right. But the army is short of between 8 and 10,000 bodies, so they don't have the manpower to stop all the bombs exploding at the same time. So there's that, and most importantly, they don't have the right to make a citizen's arrest because they're the army. They shoot people who want to invade us, unless they're Zamas or Zims or whatever the case might be. So essentially, they can try and make a citizen's arrest, but then they must immediately transfer that person to the police station or to the police. Firstly, but secondly, private security can do this much better, one can assume. So why deploy the army who don't have guns and don't have the manpower to actually do anything other than maybe stop bombs being planted, which, as far as I understand, has never happened to a power plant.
No, I think it's funny. I just think it's the most hilarious thing I've heard in years. It's just like, they're sent in the army. And we've all seen those pictures of the army guys. Do you remember in the before era? You used to see the army, right? And like those guys were like mean and fit, and they used to have to do like a massive assault courses. Like most of the army guys now, I'm not even sure they could do one squat without being like, that's it for the day. I need to go sleep now. And we've all seen it. I mean, do you remember even during the Durban riot, there was that one guy who they couldn't get on the back of the army lorry, and they were like had 5 guys trying to like boost him up onto the back. It went around everywhere on social media. Everybody laughed about it. Carl, I'm pretty sure you can find that if you really want to. It's fuck funny. But this is the guys they're getting to protect the stations. Now, when we did that article about could Lesotho invade South Africa, that video was a genuine video. Lesotho is genuinely asking for some of his territory back. But you always get the Kevin and the Karen in the comment section that's like, South Africa's army, like, yeah, we're strong, and Lesotho's only got a few guys. Like, Eskom. They can't send guards to Eskom. They're like, we can't look after some power stations. They really going to stop a foreign invasion? I'm not so sure. Right now, if I was a betting man and the war had to go tomorrow and I had to put money on it, who's going to win? Hey, man, my money's on Lesotho.
Oh, yeah, by a huge margin with their one tank from the Soviet Union. Because at least they'll rock up to the front line. The SANDF will still be like on the way, breaking down, running out of water.
That was also a story during that was also a story. Let's not forget that the last time that they fought with Lesotho, they did send the army through to there, but they got lost. The GPS sent them the wrong way. So that joke is actually not that far from the truth.
Yeah, but anyway, SANDF worthy of nothing special. They can't even look after brick and mortar power plants unless someone wants to bomb them, which any 5-year-old and their dog could stop as well. So there we go. Welcome. The decolonization of South Africa is complete, really. There's nothing more to say.
ANC, man. It's amazing. They got given the most industrialized, most advanced economy in Africa. And in less than a few years, they've just turned it into, parody jokes. Do you remember when Trevor Noah actually predicted that the ANC would put him out of business because the ANC was so funny with some of the stupid shit they come up with that people would just tune into their press conferences for their local comedic show. And they'd be like, today I want to tune into Zuma. That's going to be funny. And that day has actually arrived. Who knew?